to the Great Ner-D-Bate. I'm Chad, your host. Today we have Drunk Chris versus Chris.
Slightly less drunk Chris.
Today we're going to be debating who is the best 80s or 90s action star. Doing their opening statement first is going to be Drunk Chris. And you can go...
Yeah, Arnold bleeds into the 70s too, but we're just sticking with the 80s.
You have 3 minutes.
Alright, I am going to argue that Arnold Schwarzenegger is in fact the greatest action star. I would even say he is timeless, despite you saying 80s, 90s. I am also going to use the argument of primacy, seeing as Arnold came first, everyone copied him. Everyone from Sylvester Stallone, to Bruce Willis, to Dolph Lundgren, to Billy Blanks, the Tybo, has his own action movie, and I guarantee it was because of Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Billy Blake.
Okay.
Damn, I should have chose Billy Blake's instead.
Yeah,
That would have
right?
been fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That would work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he scream out jab, jab, uppercut, kick while he's in the fighting scenes?
I hope so, because that'd be
If
awesome.
he didn't, that'd be a waste. That'd be like me fighting.
He was just a waste.
Yeah, they made us do Tybo in middle school. It
Oh
was
my
like
God.
so stupid.
Did they give you the VHS or?
Yep, they rolled the TV in, and we had to spread out in the gym, and fucking coach was sitting there. You remember him? Like,
Dude, he was awesome.
I saw his balls.
Like 300 pounds above what he should have been for a gym
He
teacher.
used to shower in the shower at gym, and if you had first period gym, there was a chance you'd walk in and be like, "Whoa!"
Too much my teacher I saw.
So,
Yeah.
your opening statement, sir, starting now.
Worst moderator
Look, the peanut gallery doesn't have much to say, but I'm going to take the stance that Sylvester Stallone is the better action star. And not just to like push it to you against Stallone, but just to say in general, like, he made the movies that everybody thinks of that are classic when it comes to it. You got Rambo, all of the Rambos. He also, I think, spearheaded everything that had to go with the Expendables. So he's even spread into deep 2000s. They just brought Arnold in for the end because it's Arnold. So, I mean, he's got a lot to go with. If you want to even push farther, you could say Rocky's an action movie.
I
It's an
would
action.
say
You
it's a
just dug
drama.
yourself a ditch.
It is a drama, but
A Draction movie?
yeah, there you go. That should be the film we make.
Draction.
So, yeah. Sylvester Stallone is the father of it all.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood.
I'm going to say this.
Right.
I'm going to say this right here. Rocky, fighting, boxing, action.
Right, but him being poor and the...
Just because it's
Creed
drama.
3!
Just because it's drama. Don't
What
mean
about
it ain't
when
an action
Paulie
movie.
goes after Adrian and they have that moment in the house where they're about to...
Or Creed.
Creed would...
Oh.
Those movies were just okay.
Yeah.
What?
Creed 1 was great.
Creed 1 was great, Creed 2 kind of sucked.
Yeah,
You
Creed
are
2.
And, like, it does detract from the
Dumb.
original.
No, Creed 2 was kind of lame.
Because I already saw Rocky 1 and 2. you
And
know?
Michael,
Yeah, you don't have to see Creed.
Michael B.
Now you
Jordan.
guys disagree on something? Yeah,
Alright.
it's only one movie.
Right?
So, now we are going to the second round where you guys will... Now we are going to the second round where you guys will have your rebuttal.
Okay, I have to refute his point right now?
Now we are going to the second round where you will have your rebuttal against their opening
I
statements.
hope that all gets left
Starting
in.
with me?
You have 2 minutes, sir, starting now.
Okay, I would like to, if I may, remind you of the last statement of your opening statement. Last sentence of your opening statement.
Yeah.
You said Stallone started it all. That is factually incorrect.
It was Clint Eastwood.
Yes, it was Eastwood, but after Eastwood was Arnold. Arnold was he's the one-man army. Rambo, if you think about it, is just copying the idea of the one-man army, which Arnold started. So you could say, without Arnold, there would be no Stallone. Also, I'm going to bring up the Expendables. You said that they added Arnold in it because he was Arnold. That's how great of an action star Arnold is. People put him in his movies just because of who he is.
Yeah, you dug your grave on that.
But it was only the third movie.
Doesn't matter though. The fact is, these are Stallone's movies, and Stallone had to go, "Hey Arnold, want to be in my movie." It wasn't the other way around. You see what I'm saying?
Do you have anything to go against the movies that he was in?
Rambo's a great movie. Can't argue. You know, I'm not saying Stallone is not a great action star. I am saying Arnold. If it was a pyramid, Arnold's on top. Stallone's the very next step. The very next. It's very close. But Arnold, Rocky, great fight scenes, right? Awesome punching, dude. Running Man. Running Man has amazing fight scenes in it. Total Recall has some of the best action you will ever see in a movie. So, sure, Stallone can throw a punch pretty good, but Arnold can get into a shootout on an escalator using someone who's dead as a shield and firing over them and make it the most hype, intense shit you've ever seen. Arnold is better than Stallone.
Okay.
Dude, True Lies was also a good action
I know,
movie.
right?
I did fuck up.
All
No
right.
shush.
The worst
I
part
can
here-
admit my faults. Just like when I threw that guy down the stairs in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Watch now. I'm gonna plug our shit. Don't worry.
All right. Your rebuttal starts now.
Did you push the button?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the beep. So I would like to agree with you. Because it is true. Arnold Schwarzenegger did play a fair amount of good roles, and you can even bleed it into Conan the Barbarian. You can bleed it into other
That
ones
was
like that.
70s, though. That's why I didn't count it.
Yeah, it's fine. We kind of assessed that.
Yeah.
The issue of Arnold, though, is that after a certain point, he definitely tried to expand on his range of acting career. So, yeah, you can still say that they are action movies, but they turn into family action movies. Like, the Kindergarten Cop. Like, that's a family movie before it's an action movie. Yeah. What was it? True Lies. That's a lot more drama compared to action. Still action, but it has more drama related to it.
Okay.
What was the other one? Last Action Hero. Again, that it has
Greatest opening to a movie. Though.
absolutely,
Greatest opening.
but
Excuse me.
when it gets pushed down, it still feels like that family movie where the kid gets sucked into the fucking screen and it's like, part of an action movie.
So what makes Sylvester Stallone's action better than Arnold Schwarzenegger's action?
It feels real. It's not like Predator where, he's fighting a crazy alien from space.
You're going to a movie.
Oh, yeah.
I know. We're going to a movie to escape it and, feel some degree of non-realism. But at least with Stallone, he managed to keep up that gruff, I'm the gritty action star. He did also do family movies, which I'm not going to deny under any circumstance.
Over the top.
But he really did have more. He had a few more hard up action movies, and they actually formed into sequels. Like Rambo 1 through 3, I will 100% say those are some of the best action movies.
Dedicated to our brave Mujahideen fighters.
But after that, not so good.
Okay, well the first two rounds are close. I will admit that. You guys are making some good points.
Can I rebuke one of his points?
No, you can do it
That
in the next
last
round.
Action Hero is a fucking phenomenal movie. Action is literally in the name of it.
Yeah.
It's like a solid 7 out of 10.
I would.
Damn, bro, I go 9. I
Right?
fucking love it.
I would
I'd
give
say
it.
7.
It's not as good as Predator, so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an awful movie.
It's a different movie.
Predator, yeah, but Predator is
Yes, Chad, it is a different movie.
Predator is an amazing action movie.
Yeah.
Amazing action sci-fi. I could have said Sigourney Weaver.
Oh.
Oh,
That would have
shit.
been.
That would have.
That's
Because
a
how do
great
I argue
one.
that?
Yeah, no.
That's a good
I
one.
fucked up. Sorry, guys.
Anyway, continuing.
Alright, round 3 is here, and
Sorry.
this round, you both will be able to talk to each other and argue why your action hero is better than the
So,
other.
open debate
You have 3 minutes.
in
This.
To
total.
blow each other?
3 minutes in total to talk to each other.
Yeah. Dude, obviously it's Arnold. It's so obvious that it's Arnold. You just said Predator is the best action movie ever. You just said it.
Action sci-fi.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Action.
No,
Action.
straight
Also,
action.
Predator starts as a horror film, if you really think about it. Actually, the opening to Predator, I ain't got time to bleed. They blow up an entire Colombian drug cartel, right? Then it turns into a horror movie where he's getting chased by an alien in the woods, and then at the very end, it's fucking brutal, man versus beast, action.
Yeah, but now it sounds like a weird alien smut film.
What do you got with Rocky? You got some fucking, by today's standard, an autistic person hitting on a girl with Asperger's and getting punched in the face. That's what that movie's
And
about.
punching meat.
Yeah.
That's a metaphor
That's
for
it,
jerking off.
right?
If that's not a manly action movie, I don't
mean,
know what is.
The hypest scene in Rocky is when he's getting his ass kicked, The hypest scene in Predator is when he's kicking ass. Do you see the difference?
He still had too many like family movies.
It doesn't. But Stallone has had a million family. If arguably, Stallone's success is lesser than Arnold's. You could take a picture of Stallone and a picture of Arnold and show it to someone across on the other side of the planet, and they know who Arnold is. But I guarantee most of them wouldn't know who Stallone was.
No, I feel like they both have an equal degree of fame in that
I mean,
measure.
you feel that way.
I think Arnold definitely earned more of his chops from his weightlifting years. He took a lot more from that, and a lot more people know him because of that. It gave him the opportunity to spread his wings across the world rather than just saying, "Oh, I'm in movies and this."
In his first film, Hercules in New York or whatever.
Yeah, and they did his
He
voice dub though.
Throws a bear into space. That's the beginning.
Yeah, but
of
that's
Arnold's
also
career.
like ridiculous.
So-
Action.
What other action movies besides for Rocky and Rambo does he do that would make him? Because there's a lot more action movies than just those two. In Expendables.
Yeah, the thing is, I haven't watched that many action movies with Stallone.
Oh, maybe it's because Stallone's not in a lot of action movies.
Should have said Sigourney Weaver.
Should have said Sigourney.
Dude, all
I
the
mean-
alien movies.
How many lines from Stallone do we have that we can quote?
Yo, Adrian.
Any others? No? How many Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes are there?
Oh God.
Exactly. So who has the better? I mean, I won.
I think he's
I
more-
see my time.
I think he's more quotable in that respect. I don't think he's the better action star in that
I don't know
respect.
if right now Predator came out and Rocky came out, Predator would blow Rocky out of the box office. I guarantee it.
If what?
Predator and Rocky came out at the same time. Predator would
15
get-
seconds.
Yep.
I don't know. That might be hard.
I know. I kind of fucked myself with that.
Rocky's more accessible compared
Rocky
to
is
Predator.
way more accessible. Okay.
5 seconds.
I mean, have you seen Commando? He carries a tree and hangs out with a chick and drives a Porsche. It's awesome.
All right.
Porsche. That's the biggest point. Porsche.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Well, that was very interesting. Round 3.
I should have done more research beforehand. That would have like softened a lot
Problem
of
is, I fucking
This
love
was a
all of it,
blind-
you know. So it's
This
like,
was a blind fight, so I'll give it to you. That
give him a courtesy point for a blind fight.
Don't give me a courtesy point. I'm gonna shit on your floor.
all right. Now we
So
are
you
in
lose with dignity.
round 4. Is your final statements. This is your last ditch effort to convince me why your character is better. And you're in line to go first. So do you have anything else to say?
Excuse me.
T-Mobile does.
And you have
Sponsor.
1 minute for this.
Closing statement. How do you close this argument? It can't end. Arnold has continued to work, and he will continue to work. His films will live on in eternity as some of the greatest you have ever seen. Ever. Do you understand? Your life before Predator and your life after Predator are two very different lives.
My life before Predator was in my dad's,
What? You're the moderate. Stop. I mean, I'm not saying people are gonna forget Stallone, but I know more people know the story beats for Arnold films than they know the story beats for Sylvester Stallone films. If they haven't seen them. Everyone knows how Predator goes. Everyone knows how Rocky goes. But not really people know how Rambo goes. But everyone knows how Terminator goes. You see what I'm saying? So,
Terminator 2 is the action movie.
yeah, Terminator 1's a horror flick.
It's a great horror.
Such a good movie.
Rambo never killed anyone in the first Rambo movie.
Are you counting First Blood?
Everyone.
First Blood is the first
Everyone.
movie.
Okay.
he
No, because
didn't
a
kill
lot of
one
people
person.
don't consider First Blood to be the first Rambo movie.
Chronologically speaking.
Yeah, but a lot of people are fucking stupid.
Well, the last Rambo movie is called Last Blood.
That's gay.
Of course it is. They were like, full circle!
Right?
All right, your final statement. Start.
Do you want to know what one of the best Sylvester Stallone action movies is? And everybody's going to agree with me right now. It's Demolition Man. That is a phenomenal movie that hits every single beat you want to hear out of any action movie. Do you want to see two guys from the past go to the future and kick the shit out of each other with kung fu they learned via like mind warp? Fuck yeah. Another one, Judge Dredd. Do you want to know why?
That movie sucks.
No,
Don't even.
that's a great movie.
Fight.
People love Judge Dredd, and the reason they love it is because it's accessible. You can just mindlessly watch the nonsense fucking Sylvester Stallone movies, and yes, you can throw them away, but at the end of the day, when you watch a Sylvester Stallone movie, you know you're in for just nonsense action that goes on and on until the very last minute when it's like, you know what? Who cares who won? People blew shit up, everything went sideways. Still a good movie, and I enjoyed it nonetheless.
Just like a Schwarzenegger film.
Yes, but with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator 2 is the best action movie, not Terminator 1.
Okay.
Whew, did I hit the 1 minute mark?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
Surprising. Still should have said Sigourney Weaver.
Yep.
I would have countered with.
She's a woman.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Who wants to watch some fucking broad, right? You know, like,
It's like who wants to watch a woman murder an alien species?
Yeah, look at it. She's got no ass. Who wants to watch that? You know?
She was attractive in the first
She was
movie.
fucking hot.
Dude, yeah.
I'm just saying, despite the misogynist.
Play to the strength that we have.
Now that the 4 rounds are over, we're gonna go to our fact checker over there.
An independent fact check.
Independent fact checker.
All right. So
Peanut
right
gallery.
now, Rocky 1 came out in 1976.
It is
damn.
not admissible in
It is not
this
admissible, therefore you cannot bring up any other Rocky
debate. Therefore,
movies.
any points assigned because he brought up Rocky should
As
be
leading it,
deducted.
the witness to the
Wait.
original.
I know.
What was your what were the other ones that you brought up for?
Do you have any fact checks
I brought
against
up
Chris?
only 80s movies.
Against Chris?
I went out of my way.
That Chris?
Okay.
I said Running Man. I said
Running Man, I
Predator.
think, was like
I think Predator
90s.
might have been like 81.
Running Man. Oh yeah, wow. All right, that's 87.
Running Man. I think was like 90,
No, he said
Running Man was
87.
87.
Yeah.
87.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lot of
I
lyrics.
knew that was a new
the
one.
Terminators were set in the I specifically checked
Ooh, was Terminator?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
Terminator was
Was it
definitely 80s.
80 like 1 or 2.
84.
84.
Oh, okay.
That was
Yeah, well, Terminator 2
Like I
came out,
said,
what,
I could
96?
have just said Conan in one in my opening statement,
Yeah.
but because he said 80s and 90s, I have to leave Conan out.
I'm just gonna check on some other things real quick.
I know you're going to it's fine.
And the name of the movie that you get forgetting is Eraser. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Wait, but
Chris has been Conan the Barbarian, 1982.
Oh, I could have
Dude,
used
you
Conan this whole
could've-
I thought it was 79.
Me too. I thought it was 79.
that means Arnold's younger than... Sylvester,
Dude,
isn't it?
anything that Arnold has been in, besides Hercules in New York,
Is 80s?
is no. You just never heard of any of the rest of them. Everything else in the 80s and 90s.
That's because his early career was like super fucking weird.
No, it was The Long Goodbye, which I know that because of Clint Eastwood. Or no, it's not Clint Eastwood. I forget his name. Anyways, Happy Anniversary and Goodbye.
Yeah.
Stay Hungry. The Streets of San Francisco. The San Pedro Beach Bums.
and a
The
lot of
Villain. Scavenger Hunt. The Jane Mansfield Story.
I haven't heard of
And
it.
then Conan the Barbarian.
And then Conan, which kickstarted his career.
Yeah, Conan was his big one.
Alright, well, that was a definite flaw on your end, but at the end,
That's the point.
It's not over yet, though.
after I tally the points up for the 4 rounds, Chris came in a little ahead.
A lot
Chris
ahead.
did. I honestly think if you stuck to Dredd and Demolition Man during your bigger arguments and argued more
If
for
you
those
had brought up
movies,
Demolition,
Yeah, those came
you
in like
definitely
super
could
late.
have convinced me more.
Yeah,
why-
Dread you had.
Romance.
At Dread you had.
Oh,
me.
yeah,
I love
Because if
Yeah,
you went
Dread.
into the more of the plots of those 2 movies, you
we're
could
not
have gone-
arguing the plot.
Yeah, but you're
It's
getting me
just
excited
action
for the
movie.
action in the movies.
Right, I was arguing the man and saying why his action is the best. Why would I
Yeah.
tell you about the plot?
If
Oh,
he
let's just talk
explained-
about producers.
If you explain the action in those movies and all that, like him going against Wesley Snipes and all that stuff.
He
getting
did. He
hyped
said
for
they
the
do
movie.
kung fu and stuff. But then I countered with, bro, Predator.
No, I'm saying
Come on.
if he brought those up longer and argued more, but with everything you brought more knowledge, and this was a blind fight, so I did give a little leeway,
It's
but
unfair to argue pop culture with me.
still at the end,
Did you just fart right
I'm
before you
like
said?
novice, you know? Like,
Drunk Chris wins.
yeah, debate champion.
What's
2020.
Drunk Chris?
This one.
Oh, I'm not drunk yet. It takes a lot.
Oh fuck.
Oh, dude, you ripped that off the wall. What the hell?
And with that,
Don't rip this off the wall, please. That's not gonna rip off. You say that.
Chris is
Oh, I should have won the belt.
I get a belt, motherfucker.
the first.
Who made this belt? Shout it out.
Ready Rumble belts on Instagram.
I am a champion.
Dude, we gotta get some Velcro for that.
I have some.
That might not work.
But Chris is the first Just Your Average champion.
Did you steal it from Papa
It's
G?
like 35.
No, he sent some.
Oh,
Open
good.
it tonight, so
Thanks for watching.
Fuck yeah,
Look
dude.
forward to more, we could say, studied
I like these pants.
debates.
They fit.
This is our pilot. This is our blind fight. Thanks for watching.
I'm the best, motherfucker.
Go, Chris.
For now.
I was rooting for Chris the whole time.
Bye, everyone.